Where are the donations sitting at, by the way? They're not updating, so I'm gonna need to fix that quick. Because I never... Yeah. Let me just quickly take a look at that. Just quickly do that. There it is. There it is. I cannot fucking believe it. You fucking animals have raised $1,000 fucking dollars for charity. I can't believe that the most mentally ill place on the internet can do better than some of these filthy fucking streamers who lie and steal a bunch of money from charity. Well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. Jerk yourself off to whatever freak shit you watch online today as congratulations. Slap your neighbor's wife. Electrocute your dog. Go to the nearest hospital. Find all the sick kids in there and be like, hey, guess what, little Timmy? You might be getting a new PlayStation because of me. So I'm allowed to do this. And then fuck their mom in the waiting room. I'm gonna give your mom a new kid that's not gonna get sick. But seriously, congratulations. Well done. You are the reason that happened, not me. You are the reason some kid's gonna have an okay time in hospital instead of a horrible one. Now, I promised myself that I wouldn't tell the story unless it hit $1,000. So before we carry on, I'm gonna tell you a story about it. Why this charity means something to me, in particular. There are two things I care about when it comes to helping out charity-wise. It's animals, particularly dogs, because a dog saved my life when I was a kid, and if that dog wasn't around, I'd be fucking dead. And second is kids, because I've explained this before, right? When I was young, obviously my parents didn't have much money. My dad was going through university, trying to become a doctor. My mom went from being a nobody nurse to a head nurse at a mental institution before she made the leap towards being a full-blown transplant coordinator, where her specific job was finding the organs that people needed, particularly kids, and making sure that they got to survive their surgery. So, as you can imagine, my family didn't do great in the beginning, but as I started to grow up, my family started to do okay. We started to, have a house instead of a shitty little apartment. We started to, my dad had a car and my mom had a car, and I lived good. I was very fucking lucky as a kid. Now, the one disadvantage that all of that came with was that if you have medical parents, even if you have one medical parent, you already know. Oh god, I didn't know the game did that. Oh, we got a full porno scene. Fuck yeah! Oh yeah, please start stripping. Please start stripping. More seriously. Sorry, I just wanted to show you that. That's pretty fucking cool. So, god damn. Oh fuck, why's the treadmill speeding up? Hold on. Why is my character not moving? Hello? Hello? No? Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna fix the fucking donos now. Where's the... So, I'll tell you this while I'm fucking running for my life. What if the hospitals are watching the stream? Well, if they're watching the stream, then I hope they enjoy the $1,000, regardless of how much of a fucking animal I am. Right? I'm very proud of all of you. Disgusting animals. This proves to me that actions speak far louder than words. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say, what your opinion is. You are people who are willing to make a difference and make someone's life better. And because of that, I can't help but respect you, even if you fucking torture me all the time. So, as I was saying, previously, oh god. What? There we go. Let's just fix that bar quick. So, as I was saying previously, I grew up with medical parents. And if any of you grew up with medical parents, you're gonna know exactly how fucking busy they are all the time. They barely have time for you growing up as a kid. And you can't really blame them because they're doing their job. And guess what? Even if your parents aren't around, they're providing for you as a kid. And you might not appreciate that when you're younger, but the older you get, the more you start to respect the fact that they sacrifice their time, their energy, and their life, not just supporting you as a kid, making sure that you're okay, making sure you're always fed, but at the same time, they were doing their best to save people's lives. Now, with that in mind, I had 2 medical parents, not 1. What that means is I got dumped in hospitals a lot, right? I had to spend hours of my life sitting around in hospitals waiting for either my mom or my dad to find me. And so I kind of became a regular fixture of a few of the hospitals in South Africa where everyone would know, oh, that kid is one of those doctor's parents. Oh, I know that kid's mom. I'm gonna go say hi to him. So I kind of became like, just a thing, like an NPC that existed in a hospital that you could talk to and interact with and get nothing out of. So I got to see some fucked up shit while I was in hospitals. Because you wander around. Your dad's a doctor, so that means all the other doctors are friends with him. So they'll treat you nice. They'll talk to you. They'll tell you about things. They'll be like, hey kid, you want to come see an operation where I pull a guy's heart out? Hey, you want to see me remove this dude's eyeball? And yeah, that's cool and all. But one of the scariest things I ever saw going into a hospital, and this happened multiple times, one of the scariest things is seeing kids, either before they go into surgery, or when they have cancer, or when they're going on dialysis because they've got kidney failure, or they just got unlucky genetically and they've got fucking cataracts that need to be fixed when they're 4 years old. And it's the scariest shit in the world for these kids. They cry a lot, they're scared as hell, they think they're gonna die, they're scared that their parents aren't gonna be there when they wake up, the anesthetic might actually kill them, they might be paralyzed for life if the anesthesiologist gets the mixture wrong on kids, and kids are very delicate. Now, I got to see a lot of that. I got to see the fear and the terror on these kids' like eyes. And you know what would have made that better? Was if they got to sit there and play some goddamn video games while they waited for their surgery, while they were going on the dialysis machine, while they were waiting for a new liver, while they were waiting for a new pancreas transplant. Something. It's something. It keeps their minds off of it. It makes the doctors' lives easier. It makes the nurses' lives easier. At least the nurses that aren't pieces of shit. It makes everyone else's lives easier when this poor fucking kid who's having a panic attack because he thinks he's about to die and his parents are hugging him because he's got a 20% chance of living through the surgery, but he's got 100% of dying if he doesn't go through the surgery. And unfortunately, a lot of them do die. A lot of them don't come out the other side. I've seen very many screaming mothers losing their goddamn minds inside of an elevator in a hospital, inside the waiting room, when the doctor has to inform them that I'm sorry, but your child, your son, your daughter didn't make it through hospital, through the surgery. The breakdowns will haunt me forever. And if you know anything about the myth of the banshee, if you hear a screaming woman after she's lost her child, you will know where that myth came from. It's fucking horrifying. And what's even worse for most of these parents is knowing that the last few months before that kid died, their life was a living hell. They were going through chemo. They were going through fucking dialysis. They were put on a manual respiration machine because their lungs collapsed. The pneumonia had flooded their lungs with liquid and they were fucking suffering. It was just torture for them. And the fact that you fucks, you animals, have made sure that at least one of these kids is probably going to be able to sit there and spend a few moments of joy in his life just chilling the fuck out and being a kid playing video games means the world to me. So thank you. And also, fuck you for making me run on this treadmill. You pieces of shit.